Hi everybody, this is Vladi and this is Start Your Day with Positive Mind. I want to talk about money. And money, what comes to your mind when you talk about money? And what I'm talking about is your energy. Do you feel resentment, negative around energy around money? It's very important. Be honest with yourself. This is exercise you're not doing with me, you're doing it for yourself. How do you feel about money? I can just say that my story was I grew up in a family where we were amazing, but we didn't have lots of money. And I remember I didn't quite grow up in an environment which said money is the root of all the evil. But I would listen to people saying money doesn't grow on a tree and rich people are stealing money. It was that belief around money was always negative. Because remember, you are growing up in an environment and your parents give you the best they possibly can, because they give you what they had. It's the best. So be grateful for that. We're always grateful for everything. We're grateful for every challenge because it's your new opportunity to grow. And you always think from a grow and from your goal as well. But what I want to talk about is how energy around money and your feelings around money, how it really influences how much money you have. And I'm not talking about being a very rich and not enjoying them. It's that love. Money is energy. That's all it is. It's the means which we communicate and we exchange products. We get ourselves living healthier and wealthier. We support other people, charities, whatever it is you're passionate about. You should always treat money as a vehicle to good. You have to give good to yourself and good to others. There's no private good. Remember, there is no private good. If you're doing anything or thinking anything where you're growing, but there is not a growth in someone else or the humanity, it will not work. Because the universal laws, we talked about it many times, there are laws, invisible laws in the universe which work all the time. Guys, all the times, whether you believe them or not, they do work all the time. So the belief about money, I've heard one of my mentors talking about her mentor, and I can't remember, Jig Bolan, I think he was called. And basically she went to see him, she was on the podium, it took her a lot of time and strength and arrangements to go and see this guy because she really wanted him to coach her. And he was standing on a podium, he came there, he spread the money around in his hands and he started kissing them, going, "Mwah, mwah, 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 mwah. I love money." And I cannot tell you the amount of people which felt, this resentment, what's the guy doing? He is so money obsessed, he's not even spiritual. And then later, he said many things, but to make it short, and later he said, "Guys, how many of you actually thought about me that I actually repel you and I'm not even spiritual?" And that got attention to one of my mentors. And she was thinking, this guy is reading my mind. And he said, now imagine, money is energy. What if I came here with my 5-year-old granddaughter and I would pick her up and say, "Mwah, mwah, 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 I love my granddaughter." I bet none of you would feel resentment and repelling. And I thought about it, I thought it's such a good story. It's how do you perceive money? Money is energy. Money is meant to be circulated, always. If it's stuck, it doesn't work. It does not. I'm not saying go and throw all the money you have, but I'm just saying on a basic that you should love people and use money. And that's one of my quotes every day. I love people and I use money. I use money for growing myself, my family, my community, my friends, and I love people. You should not do it the other way around. You should not love money and use people. And this is where businesses crash. This is where lots of people bankrupt. This is where lots of things go wrong for many corporations. There has to be love to people first. So you're providing them and you only graciously and receiving a payment for a service which is valuable to the person. If you value people and you are there, whatever you're doing, whether it's service or product you're offering to the people, you are helping them. You're saving their bags, you're saving their times, you're saving their more money or anything. You're helping them to grow. If that growth and no private good in that action is involved, you will see multiplied return. And people will talk and recommend your services because money is a good. So what is your self-talk to money? Do you say, making money is easy. I easily make money. I enjoy making money. I've heard Peggy saying, I'm a money-making machine. And you know, when you hear these statements first time, it almost feels really uncomfortable. And then you just say that, and there is the relationship with money. It should be just as the relationship with anything else. So you have to have the self-talk, the understanding, and the energy you're giving to these subjects. Money comes where it's welcomed and where it's blessed. If you think of money as something negative, then you're not going to attract it. Or if you attract some, they will come with negative effect as well. You know, sometimes something happens and then somebody crashes your car and you go like, what have I done? You know, like I'm actually spending more than creating. Think about this, like really put down. I want you to sit down, take a 10 minutes, put the timer on the phone and write down what is your relationship with money. Nobody's seeing you. This is your paper. You need to start noticing how you feel about money because that determines how much you make and how much you earn. That determines how much you can help and grow others as well as just yourself. But Proctor always says, you want to make yourself rich, make others rich with you. And that's how the laws will send you more, because it's not just your private good you're worrying about, it's everyone else's as well, and the humanity. It should always be good for humanity, whatever you do in some sort of respect. That's my message for today, and I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful weekend, guys. Bye.